Ladies and germs, we are back with more Gran Turismo 7 dailies. This week we are back at Austria for the, 12th time? This time in these things, and the Evo was the meta car, and after 400 hours of me tryharding, I finally got somewhat capable in this car. This is not an illusion. I am P2, okay? I'm P2. Listen, try hard this week. Try hard. P2, 15 laps, 1 pit stop, racing mediums to racing hards. And here we're behind Glenn. What a guy. What a guy. No problems with Glenn. We took it very carefully here because lots of people were having aneurysms at that turn, including myself. So we just wanted to be careful. However, I knew custom slipstream was on, so I thought, right, I'm just going to get away. I'm just going to run off. I'm just going to go. Oh, there's a little touching going on there, but nothing too serious. It's fine. And we get away into P1. The scenes. Don't adjust your monitors. Don't reboot your phone. This is what's happening right now. This video is about me going for wins. I'm not joking. Moving on to lap 3. I can't say that name is in P2, and let me tell you something. He kept me honest. I wasn't overly confident with this car. I had to put TC1 on because I kept losing it at the back end. I have found that a couple of times with the GT3s. As he has a nosy round, but I'm like, bruv, nah, leave me alone. I don't want to play this. I don't want to play this. We managed to get a good run out of the final turn, onwards to lap 4. But with the custom slipstream, if I could say that properly, it's just... I'm not a fan of it. It's like a terrible exit. It makes you feel faster than you actually are. And therefore I think it causes more incidents than necessarily racing as such. As it goes down the inside, and I didn't think this was a particularly nice move. He did bump me out of the way. Let's ride on board with him. He's obviously got the toe here, and he's gone down the inside. That's absolutely fine, but he outbraked himself, I think, and then just didn't make the corner. But what I will say, he is a gentleman, because I don't know what happened at that bit, but then it all came very clear that he was moving out of the way for me. So a big thank you to you, because I didn't feel that move was fair, and neither did you. So thank you very kindly. We're still in P1. Ladies, he's still there though. Look at the queue. Look at the queue. Magically, we're now on lap 7. I was just making a lot of mistakes, I think, and it was just letting him catch back up. And once you're sort of like 1.2 seconds into the slipstream, I genuinely think that's where you just can't get rid of them. It was like a bad smell. I was like, go away. I don't want to play. Oh, I kept spraying stuff in his eyes and everything. He wouldn't go away. But as you can see, he is catching. Now, we started on the racing mediums, which racing hard, pit lap 1, would have been quite a good plan. However, when you start up front, it was better, for me anyway, in DRB to take the racing mediums, as he gets a much better launch than me. Now, he has every right to race with me. That's absolutely, obviously no problem whatsoever. But he's going for the move here, and he's going to absolutely miss his braking point, and I'll slide back round. Now, was there a slight bit of contact there? Right on board with P2, he gets a much better exit than I do, but he does go wide and ends up with a penalty. That's terrible. And as we can see now, he's pretty much side by side with us. We're going to give him the room. he just outbrakes himself a bit there, and I just slide back through. There was a little bit of contact, but I don't think that was bad in any way, and I think me coming back through was just the best option. He touched me. It would have been good if he bump drafted so we could gain a big gap. I mean, there was a bit of a gap if you look at the map. This race was really a race you needed to sort of bump draft to either catch up or to get away, and that's because of the custom slipstream that is on Gran Turismo at the minute. They don't know how to do that very well, do they? Let's be honest. But it's his choice to race me, and it is what it is. But if he was quicker, which I would have said we were very close on pace, I would have let him go. But I didn't feel like he was. And again, custom slipstream can kind of confuse you with that. But I would have bump drafted him to get away. Anyway, he ends up with a penalty, which gives me a little bit of freedom. And then I decide, no, I want to join you in the penalty room. And I get myself a lovely half a second penalty. It's just great, isn't it? Anyway, he's caught up with me again. He's not quite close enough to make a move. And then he has an aneurysm. And then I can run away very quickly. And then I have to take my penalty. Now, watch this. This was touch and go, I think. I'm not quite sure if I was wrong here. I don't know. But anyway, he goes back around the outside and just doesn't realise that I'm there, which sends him wide. And I try and give him room, but it's kind of touch and go. I don't know. We'll ride on board with him. So I get the penalty. And he's got the outside line, and he's just turned in to take the racing line, but I'm still there, and it's caused him to go off. I don't know, I think it was kind of touch and go, but I can't disappear, I'm afraid, so. Anyway, I'm still in the lead. I'm still here. Look, listen, rare on this channel. It's rare and it's beautiful. He is getting the toe of toes. And he's having a little nosy, but just about manages to not. Oh, that's lobster. That's lobster. You owe me a lot today. I'm going to eat well. I'm going to eat really well. I was struggling by this point. I think starting on the racing mediums, because you've got all that fuel on board and the way the tyre model works, as it would do in a car, it did make me wear the tyres a lot more than if I'd have maybe pit onto them a lap earlier. I don't know. Anyway, he's got a penalty again. And then he pits. Now he pits lap 11 onto hards. Now, as much as my tyres were knackered, I didn't feel this was it. And we waited until the end of lap 14 to come in. Now, by this point, he got up to P3, but if you look on the map, there's quite a gap from where he is and where I am. So this Garden Simulator could be my race. As we come out, we're still ahead on the harder tyre, and we just fly out with 1.4 second advantage. I would just take it easy. The hards are quite difficult to drive around Austria. I did not feel comfortable with them one bit. This car can be a little bit on the rear friendly, so the hards just don't really do well. I've got a second on him, so I wasn't going to be making any sort of crazy moves or anything like that. Just bringing it home for our first victory in what is, or what feels like, a millennium. An actual millennium. The scenes, ladies and germs. The scenes. P1. Ah, this is what you come here for, I'm telling you. It's what you come here for. Race 2. Corker. I did not see this coming. What could that mean? Best comments in the comment section. P2 again. I have raced with Julie Vado previously. And how I've done this race is I've just gone for the lead as soon as I can. I'm on racing mediums, Garden Simulator. I am not about the first lap pit stop, put me into traffic. And with the custom slipstream, it really works well. It works superbly. Just going to brake a tiniest bit later down the inside. A little bit of contact there, but nothing too serious. As we ride on board with myself for a better view, felt like it was just a little bit of contact. I did try and give him room, but I didn't think it was anything serious. We're in P1, ladies and germs, it's happening again. I don't know what's happened to me. Oh my God, I know what happened to him. He forgot what brake pedal was, dear Lord. But thankfully, no one was harmed. And as we move on to the end of lap 1, there's quite a lovely gap there where I make an absolute humdinger of that last turn. 1.3 second advantage, then goes very small on lap 3 because skill issue. And he's having a look, but he's not quite close enough. Now I knew I could trust this driver because I have raced with them before. He seems pretty fair. He doesn't seem like a dive bomber like me. And this confused me. Lap 6, I know we had a penalty. And I was like, well, where's he gone? Like, look at that gap I've got to him now, like over 3 seconds. And when I watched back on board with him, 1.5 seconds. I'm not sure if he applied his brake pedal, but that cost him more than 1.5 seconds. As I come in at the end of lap 14, I'm thinking this is it. Your girl's winning because he's got a pit too. I've just got to come out, stick the hards on, and I'm done. Look at the map. Nasrul Racing has just flew through out of nowhere in his Porsche into P1. I was blown away. I was more shocked than when I saw a picture of Jenson Button in the Nud. I've never seen that picture though, unfortunately, but I mean, fair play to Nasrul. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I got a penalty sharp. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Absolute superb race from you, because I did not even see you coming anywhere. I did not have my sights on you. And when I watched your race back, it was even more surprising how well you did in this race. So riding on board with Nasrul, I call you Naz actually, he started P14 with this crazy lot, right? And let me tell you something. By the end of lap 1, he was P10. And then there was all this crazy going on. There was touching. There was ramming. There's a guy with a 5-second penalty. He murdered him. And he just slides straight through. Nearly gets murdered himself. This guy's got a 5.5 second penalty. And that bumps him up to P6. He's just murdered him. And he somehow got through still. Then he goes off to Thanos, who gets rear-ended, up to P4, and he pits lap 9, and he just smashed the lap times. Look at those lap times. Absolutely incredible. GG to you indeed, because I did not see you coming. There I am, look. Scared, upset. If you did enjoy this video, then make sure to subscribe and make sure to check out the other content as well. Thank you so much for watching.